Cool. Pat, what have you been up to?
What I've been up to? I've been playing FF14 with these gals who are super behind on their light farming. Boo.
Hey, I just started this game this year. So I'm with you, Wooly. I'm also new.
Man, you don't apply. We watched you lose your sprout the other day.
Wait, no, hold on. I was about to say, are you a fellow sprout? And then I heard what it takes to get rid of your sprout, and that's crazy.
There were a couple of weeks where I was just kind of playing it from like 10 p.m. until like 4 in the morning.
You lost your sprout?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
I did. I got to Dawn Trail.
Then why are you posing? why are you
fronting like a sprout? I'm not fronting like no sprout. I got it's like 4 months ago. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I'm new to the game. I don't know what's going on. I've completed every single version. Yeah, all right.
She's in that weird place where like she's in Dawn Trail, but it look like we'll go into old content, and I think you've done almost every piece of old content once.
Yeah.
No matter how long ago that was. So it's just like, what is this? It's like, well, it's fucking Labyrinth, or it's fucking whatever, or whatever.
So I had to do Labyrinth. That apparently is a new requirement for the story, right? Doing Labyrinth of the Ancients, or
yeah, it became mandatory after Shadowbringers came out. I want to say, or before.
I would hope so.
I think they made it
so much of that plot like relies on characters from that
they made
I'm shocked it wasn't.
They made it after, because I remember when Shadowbringers came out, there were dialogue options you couldn't pick if you had not done Crystal Tower at that point.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah,
it was 5.3 in the middle of the pandemic. That's what
dialogue
it was,
options are a thing at that point, right? Because so far what I'm playing, there's none of that yet. Yeah,
you just stoically nod.
I was talking to Garrett, and because he's over grinding gear with Kyle, and they do a lot of FF14 stuff, and he was like, "Wow, I'm really impressed. You and Woolie are actually going through A Realm Reborn on stream, because I didn't." And I'm like, "Oh, cool." He's like, "Yeah, no, I burned through it as fast as I could on my own time, and then we started at Heavensward." I'm like, yeah.
So is it just it's universally like acknowledged as slog, basically?
It's a little like
a
slog
for me.
Was extremely mad about the fact that the first time I finally got through it was right before they fixed it.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Especially because I leveled multiple characters like a good chunk of the way through it, and then
you're
just,
crazy for that.
That's wild, actually.
It was my WoW brain, bro. I don't know what else to tell you.
Bro, if I want to play a white mage, I got to make a new character.
So, Woolie, really good example. Last stream we did like the lead up from like Company Heroes into Brayflocks, right? That took us like, I'd say 2 hours, right? Because you did a bunch of monk stuff before that, right? That used to be like 6+ hours of just back and forth fucking nonsense, right? So that's how much they like cut out.
Although
they cut out a bunch of the instances are a lot shorter and smaller too.
That being said, I think I'm right there with you, because apparently they're changing more shit and it'll all be different again soon. So now I'm on the wrong side of a new update to A Realm Reborn.
Woolie, what they're gonna probably do one of two things, because they said they had one of the FanFest things they brought up was that they had a lot of features that they want to make for like new people, mobile game people, and children. They didn't say children, but we all knew they meant children. So like the ability to have like a nice man walk you to your quest.
Yep.
Which is for you, Woolie.
So crazy. That one's insane. I don't know.
Give me my fireflies.
That's pretty common in a lot of Asian MMOs. Well, it has an auto walk feature.
You know, it probably helps you smoke while you're playing.
But
I could do that.
To be fair, though, the whole like a lot of the map stuff was not as much of an issue once I started using the mouse. Right.
Yeah, he was a controller only guy, and then he started
the mouse makes a lot of that make way more sense versus like hoping that the select thing will select the right thing. It's not great for that purpose. But yes.
So they
drives
said
me crazy, and I've only used the mouse.
They said
It's
one of
still
the
convoluted.
the things for 14 that they're going to do for onloading is maybe going to be ready for Evercold. And what I think that means is they might do that Grand Blue Fantasy thing where if you skip a cutscene, it gives you like a 1 paragraph of text of what happened in that cutscene. Because there are a lot of cutscenes in A Realm Reborn. Like this started, we got to
sure are.
We got to Quarry Mill a couple streams ago, and I squared up and I sat down. I sat Woolie down, as it were, and I said, Woolie, if you want to skip every cutscene from here until you get to Kurthus, you can.
Wow. Yeah.
If you want to just fucking skip all this, like no one's gonna judge you.
It cuts out so much time.
And I mean, this is something too where playing regular games for me, like since I have a weekly schedule where I play things about once a week and rotate, a lot of the time, like in the middle of Phoenix Wright, I'll come back and be like, okay, wait, where were we at? You know?
That seems crazy to me. Phoenix Wright seems like doing that is hard.
It is.
Yeah.
We usually save at the in-between points, but every once in a while, like there's just nothing we can do because we're strapped for time. But fortunately, we have notes that about like what each session was, what we did in each session. So it's like, okay, here we got a referral point. I feel like this was a problem though that was solved in like Metal Gear Solid 1 way back when. It was crazy because the game, when you'd leave and come back, each section of that game had a chapter summary for what you've done so far. But the game is so short that it didn't need it at all. Like you can sit and do that in one sitting. One sitting, no problem.
Yeah.
But they actually did it. Like if you stop and come back, you do have a paragraph of what you were up to. You know, and
I need that for a lot of games.
Yes,
love
really
it.
bad.
Would love that.
Well, I've restarted like a dozen RPGs over the years because I was halfway through and came back after like a 6-month to a year break and went, oh, I don't even know who that character fucking is anymore. Can I get a glossary?
I had
problem with Xenoblade
times,
Chronicles.
Yeah, I had times where it was literally like I don't even remember what the previous objective that they told me to do was. Like I don't know where it's this huge world that happened to me with Bravely Default and Bravely Second.
Oh my God.
Where I was like, I took a big break in the middle of it, and then you're just in this big open world, and I don't know where the next place to go
That's
is.
really
I don't
bad
remember
for
the
Bravely
last thing I
Default because
did.
at some point it just starts to tell you to beat the game again and again
It's
and
so
again.
ass. Oh my God, it's so ass.
You know what I struggle a lot with because I take long breaks from both of them.
What?
Kingdom Come Deliverance and The Witcher 1. The Witcher 1 in particular is really bad about that. And I'll have to go through every little quest note because I always save my quest notes in my inventory. But like, what the fuck was I doing? Did I do this? I don't know if I did this part. And then I'll have to go and like check each thing again to make sure like what I was working on the last time I did it.
Eastern European gaming, Ecto. I see.
I love
Interesting.
games like that though.
Yeah.
Metaphor Refantasio was really good about this because
really
you would have the every time you did an S-Link, you hung out with anyone, they'd summarize what that date was, what you guys did on the date, and you could just go back and see where,
and you'd look at the confidant level and it would tell you what was the current
conflict or what their
thing that was going on,
right? And it was up to the point of which it was up to whatever had been revealed so far. So it was like really, really, expressive with that. But then also you had a dialogue log where you could just go backwards and see the entire text chat of like what people said in conversations and just be like, oh yeah, reread this conversation. Good, I'm up to date, So leaving that game for a long time and coming back, it was really easy.
That being said, Ecto, like, is anyone but me played Witcher 1 in here?
No, I think it's just me.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't finished it.
I know about
obviously,
the sexy lady cards, and that's it.
That is I've always described this in one way. I've beaten that game twice, one off stream when it came out and one on stream a couple years ago. That is a fucked up game for crazy people.
Yes,
that is unapproachable even by like Eastern European game development like standards.
Fun though.
Like Witcher 1 pretty much expects you to sit down and play Witcher 1 until you are fucking done playing Witcher 1.
Well, I play it until my brain starts oozing out my ears and I'm like falling asleep at my desk, and then I put it down and then I won't touch it for like another few months sometimes.
Yeah, I know. There's 100 characters in that and none of them are tracked. They're all introduced to you once. Like, and Kingdom Come Deliverance is even worse. It has like so many systems. Like if you if you walk away from that game for even a week, you'll come back and like, wait, how do you do this? Where am I?
Learning how to make like potions or some shit the last time I did it, and I needed to learn more how to read, and I'm pretty sure I spent at least 2 hours picking flowers in a field.
Yeah, you do that.
Did they ever bring back the booty cards? Because I remember seeing those.
No, they got rid of them.
Okay.
From what I know,
only in the first game?
Yeah, from what I know, I think that like that the sex cards were like one person's like, let's put the sex cards in, and then
that's how you
the
know
series
it's
got
European.
like more popular and like more eyes on them, they were like, no, let's take that out. We're gonna
people don't
do
want
more
the
of
sex cards. Sex cards.
No, they should put them back in. Those cards were there for me every single time I play that game. I label my stream title, I'm playing card games today. I'm collecting cards. And then everybody's like, what are you playing? What are you playing? Witcher 1.
I only ever saw one. I only saw one card, but it was like a wench with like ass out, kind of like I don't know. There was
that's probably the first one. Yeah,
I guess so. And I was like,
too, like bear.
I was like, oh, that's what
I think the weirdest thing is like all those sex encounters in that game. The first one is by far the most interesting and the best one because
it's my favorite.
You're banging like a maid at like an old mill, and it's so loud that a bunch of people think ghosts have inhabited it. And it's like it's the only one that's like actually a really interesting and funny encounter, and the rest of them are just fade to black. You boned her.
Like a precursor, like rumor, and then you go and then you talk to anyone outside afterwards, and they're like, "The mill's haunted again. The mill's haunted again. Will you go in there and clean it out?" And you're just like, "Yeah, sure.
I can go clean it out."
Yeah.
I love in the beginning of Expedition 33, like there's a building where you listen in and you hear two people going at it. And and yeah, they're just like, you know, and you keep listening back,
like
and
the Sims sounds,
and it plays the same audio again and again. But then if you keep listening, eventually it's like they're like, and it's like it's getting weird now. They know that you're listening, and at first they were excited by it, but now it's like, okay, dude. Okay, come on now. Dude,
and then
what
33 clicks later, they're like, here's an item, fuck off.
Yeah.
Please go away.
They're actively into it, and then they start getting creeped out. It's super funny.
That's
usually how it
dynamic
goes.
Storytelling.
Yeah.
Truly a game ahead of its time.
Well, we're making slow progress today. Okay, I gotta rush through this.
Sorry.
I'm also playing DMC5. No, don't worry. This is exactly why you guys are here. Playing DMC5 with Garrett yesterday. Doing that tonight as well. He hasn't played DMC since 2003.
All right.
Really interesting bringing somebody like brand new to 5 in through it, because having a boss at the end of every single level creates a really fun dynamic where it's, are we gonna be on schedule for this LP that we have to do in 4 days, or are you gonna get stuck for more than an hour on Artemis?
So only played 3?
You played 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Or I think just 1, 3, but back in like 2000s,
okay,
right? Well, when they came out.
Did you explain what is even a Nero?
He watched the summary video beforehand.
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, Nero's got the arm." Though I gotta tell you, man, like a lot of that game's story, like it's not the most like plot heavy or like twist heavy story in video games. But like loading the game up and it going, who do you want to play as, Dante, Nero, or V, or Virgil on the main menu is fucking wild as a way to start that game.
Oh, special edition?
Yeah, you turn the game on and it goes, do you want to play as Virgil right now?
Okay,
Get you fucking right, dude.
There's nothing you can do about that, you know? It's like that stuff that gets, the reveals were, I guess, if you were playing alongside the original edition, and so
yeah.
Okay.
And also I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2, a game that I originally planned to check out once, and then a couple members of my chat bullied my ass into continuing it. Shame on them. Continue to bully, please. It's appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's a pirate hater, though. I still can't believe it. It's
I'm not
up.
so hold on. So first of all, the first point is I can't believe how much better the game is when it's not running like a pile of shit. Like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 ran and looked really bad when it came out a couple of years ago. It was like it wished it hit like 30 FPS on most of it.
Describing throwing money at you as bullying is fucking crazy, by the way.
It's bullying. They gave me $2,000, and that's a form of like
I am not letting that slide. That's fucking
no.
wild. Anyways,
that's mean to do.
Moving on.
No. Like I described it as like reverse fin doming like on the show when it was happening, and that's what it felt like. Also, yeah, no, it's a pretty solid RPG. It is crazy gooner. It is crazy gooner. There's a you know, you have a weird little mascot character and you build a robot, and the robot's a sex bot.
Right.
It's like an embarrassing sex bot.
Is that the one with the weapon girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Girls.
Okay. Yeah.
And Pyra's got her whole ass out, like with the whale tail. It's actually like weirder than her, like not her figure or the tightness of her clothes. I think the fact that the character has like tiny little booty shorts and a like gigantic whale tail is strange.
No, that's coming back.
It's back. The whale tail's coming back.
Yeah, no.
All of the alternate costumes those two characters got are superior to the original versions. Like they look much better. But I forgot what the last point I was gonna make.
It reminded me of like the
gone.
Soul Calibur school of design. You know, kind of came back alive with some of those.
Yeah, a little bit
Tifa,
like a Ivy Valentine kind of fucking thing.
Yeah, and Tacky, you know.
And Master Chief.
It's also super weird. The game only lets you have one save.
Dead or Alive. Shit,
close enough. Close enough. I mean, you know, what Dead or Alive.
They got Yoda and Soul Calibur.
No, tits are popping in that game too. It's you're close enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a titty-centric game.
Oh yeah.
Lets you have one save point because it has a gacha system for like new weapons. So they don't want you to scam the gacha system. So they only let you have one save point, which is like nerve-wracking to stream. I don't like it. I do not like only having the fucking one save point.
That's bad.
But it is cool, and the definitive edition is like a really, really solid upgrade. Like it's dramatically improved the game. Voice acting is terrible.
You just don't like British people. Just say it.
No, listen. No, that has nothing to do with the fact that I don't like British people, man. Okay? No, the voice acting in 2 is the dub is god awful. It is like genuinely like astonishingly bad. So I'm definitely gonna keep it on. Like people are like, if you're gonna complain, just change it to Japanese. Like absolutely not. This is so bad. I must listen to the English dub.
It's Kino, bro.
Was it the same?
It's like a train wreck. You can't look away.
Was it the same dub team as the last story?
No, it was a different dub team entirely, and I don't recognize any of the actors. But the main problem seems to come by is that none of the actors were allowed to see the scene they were acting, and they only got.
It's like in Oblivion when it was like alphabetical order lines.
And then they only got to do one line read a take. Like they only got one shot at every line they ever recorded.
Okay.
So like. For example, there's a like a yell that the Rex does in the beginning that's like a fight yell, and it's literally him going yeah, and it's god awful. It sounds like fucking Morty, like trying to do a goddamn battle cry.
That's an effective battle cry. I don't know. I would be intimidated.
And because they only gave them one take, when he does that line again, they just reuse the same audio. So it happens like multiple times in the same scene that it's just the most god awful fucking yell ever. It's unbelievable. It's great.
Weird.
It's like Neil Breen level like voice direction. It's fucking god awful. It's really endearing.
Well,
it's really
last
endearing.
story was an Operation Rainfall game like Xenoblade Chronicles, right? Is that what it was called, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was wondering why you asked.
Looking forward to getting back to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but I can't do that this week because I am too busy. I got DMT stuff with Garrett. I got fucking Marvel Tokon on Saturday.
Ooh, yeah.
I still can't believe it's called that. I'm sorry.
I know.
Yeah. No, the voice acting thing that just reminds me of that. It almost sounds like the difference between FemShep and MaleShep in Mass Effect, and how and how those were recorded. if I'm not mistaken, Pat, it was that the Jen Hale was reading every conversation as a full thing Paragon or as a full thing Renegade, so completely committed to those evil or good characters, whereas Male Shep was reading it line by line and staying as neutral as possible.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you get a completely disjointed feeling out of, if you play one, you get the feeling of a character that's just kind of could go either way, but it resets every time you pick an option, versus the more coherent pathway of going Renegade Femshep or Paragon Femshep, you know?
I recently found out that Ben Starr was talking about how Mark Meer was his acting coach in acting school, and when they brought Mark Meer in, they were like, "This is Mark Meer. He's going to be teaching you guys." Ben was the only person in there just going, "Oh my fucking god, it's fucking Commander Shepard. Oh shit, I'm going to learn from Commander Shepard."
Nice. Cool. Anything else with the week, or is that it so far? Pat?
Oh, for me?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm fucking busy. I got this is the only thing I want to say this morning is, like, I woke up, so I let Paige sleep in the morning, so because she has, like, when the kid wakes up, he wakes her up, and I just sleep right through that. So this morning I got her up to go to the podcast, and then I went downstairs, and I'm like, "Okay, hey buddy, I'm gonna go to work." And he looks at me and goes, "Dada, wait till mommy comes down or I'm going to freak out." And he's like he's got a big smile on his face. And I'm like, and I go, "What?" He's like, "I'm going to freak out." I'm like, "Okay, thank you for the incredibly potent threat, please."
Okay.
Wasn't he just saying how getting hit by a car is cool? Right?
No,
Was
he was
that
saying
it?
getting hit by a car is a compliment.
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He
Fuck.
thinks that's the funniest shit in the fucking world, and
It
I don't
is.
think it's that funny because
It totally
he says
is.
that when he says that when he doesn't want to hold my hand on the street. I'm like, "You have to hold my hand." He goes, "No, I want to get hit by a car." I'm like, "Oh my fucking god."
Don't let him know that it turned me into a VTuber, bro.
No,
Yeah.
Damn.
he doesn't know what a VTuber is. Like, he probably, like, he's seen you guys, but he probably thinks that's just like what you look like.
Yeah,
like, that's just like
Dad's friend with,
that's just people.
Dad's friend with cartoons.
It is what I look
It
like.
literally is, yeah.
Might as well be, yeah.
I do love that you call him Gowron, by the way. I adore
Yeah, I know.
that.
Well,
Thank
it's
you
because
for
when he
that.
was a little baby, he would always like just the biggest eyes, most intense stare.
Has he ever made you experience Beige, Pat?
What?
Has he? Like, wait, have you never played the Klingon board game?
No,
where
man.
Gowron is screaming at you and telling you to experience Beige? Really?
No.
Oh, you've missed out. You've missed out. It's good shit.
Klingon board game?
Yeah,
Klingon?
it's like you put like a tape on, and then like it's a board game, and the Klingon
It
on
has a
television
tape
screams
that
at you.
plays?
Hell
No,
yeah, it does.
I watched the episodes, man.
Thank
like
you.
that-
You're missing out. You're missing out.
I miss
Do they
board
have that
games that
shit
used to
on?
come with VHS tapes.
Yeah.
What?
They had one for the Dilbert comics, and it was
Get the
called
fuck
the
out.
Dilbert Engineering Ethics board game, and it was sponsored by Lockheed Martin.
Oh, awesome.
Are you
Perfect.
fucking
Yeah.
serious?
I am dead ass right now.
When you describe a Klingon board game, I'm just imagining a box that you open up and it just has one of those blades in it that you hold with
Yeah.
the
Oh,
two
yeah.
hands.
Absolutely.
And you just, here's two of those. Now fight.
I'll pretend to not know what that's called,
Yeah.
if that's okay.
What's it called?
I have no idea. I never knew, and I won't ever know.
Hold on. Is it a Batleth? Batleth?
I won't know.
Yeah.
Batleth. Okay.
No
yeah.
clue.
Wait, you're talking.
Okay.
All right. All right.
She doesn't want people to know her power level.
It's crazy. Like, man, you already started this by like making fun of me for not having played the fucking Klingon board game. Like, who are you
That's
fucking
true.
kidding?
Yeah, why was it making fun?
It's
so
already
fucking
over
funny.
for you.
Because it's Gowron's actor just hamming it up even more. It's really
Mhm.
fun. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll grab the baton.
Yeah, what's up, Wolves?
Well, so this is the beginning of the daycare era with baby, and
How have you been
she's-
enjoying daycare, Woolie?
well, so it's technically it's still on ramping right now, so it's not in full speed just yet, but yeah, no, she has taken to Punch Kid has taken to now just copying her favorite sounds whenever she hears them.
Nice.
This was fun. So for example, one sound that she heard that she likes is when you cough, and Punch Mom was like,
Are you serious?
And now Baby is like,
oh, that's scary.
And I'm
That's scary though, actually.
No, stop.
Dude,
And
that sucks.
It sucks. Because at random, she'll just start doing it, and if anyone coughs anywhere in the vicinity, she'll just start coughing for fun. And I'm like, oh. And so yes, distinguishing between real and fake, not fun, not good.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, I'm glad I didn't run into that one. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's just doing it for fun, and like I've been successfully kind of distracting her by doing other mouth noises. So whenever she's like starting to do it, I'm going, no, let's go like, you know, whatever. Just do something else, please. For the love of God, don't fake cough. You know, but she just really loves it. And then now she's taken to the next level of it, which is inhaling really sharply. For some reason, she likes the feeling or sound of going.
Oh no, that's even worse. I feel like it makes it sound like she swallowed something. Oh my god,
we're losing.
My guy is also
in the nose.
doing that right now.
Oh, no.
He just started doing that. He just started going, and I go, what? He goes, ha 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 ha.
Like, it's crazy, you know, and like it's actively like anything we can do to just stop. No fun noises. Let's make fun noises, please. But yeah, that's that's currently a phase. And I think we're looking at like she doesn't want to crawl, but she is scooting on her butt. And
that counts.
Yeah,
that counts.
she's doing it super fast. She's getting wherever she needs to, like dog dragging its butt kind of thing, just going like you know. But like yeah, for some reason, just tummy time just really upsets her. So she's gonna like scoot straight into walking. Like that feels like it's gonna be the rec line. And apparently, I just before we started here, Punch Mom let me know that she saw some of my headphones on the ground and like picked them up and like tried to put them on. And
oh yeah,
and I'm like that's like at under a year, that's crazy. Like she's like
that's adorable.
Getting and because I have headphones on often at home too, you know, so I think she kind of sees them as like an extension of my head to some degree. So
oh, that's too cute.
Yeah,
that's
super cute.
Oh my god.
So yeah, no, I think you know, it's coming along, it's fun. And yeah, I'll let y'all know how the daycare stuff is going, but at the very least right now these are the new hours. We're starting a little bit earlier, and I gotta basically shift everything up in order to get her out every day.
You're pretty lucky that the hours are they're not a dramatic shift.
Yeah, back in 2019 I was starting at 1 p.m. So it is going back to what we did before.
Because there's people that like, you know, would do like, you know, max hours for the hours that I'm doing now. You're starting at 7, 8, 9 p.m. And then all of a sudden they slam into the NL show of 9 a.m., 10 a.m.
Right.
It's like that is dramatic.
Yeah.
That is like a full 12-hour swap.
Not too bad. This weekend as well, we went back to Quebec City and returned to the Chateau Frontenac, which is the
I took a tour there.
Nice.
It was so good.
Yes.
Yeah, I went there last winter. The Christmas
excuse me for
market was the
just 1
cutest
second.
thing ever. I love Quebec City, honestly.
It's such a cool castle. It's very cool. Yeah.
What happens if I do this?
Oh,
No, I'm sorry. I'm hitting buttons over here. Don't ignore me.
oh.
Okay. All right. Whoa.
Do that.
All right.
Okay, that works now actually.
All right.
BRB.
Yeah, no, so we went back, and yeah, that's where me and Punch Mom got married. So
that's like an incredible venue. Oh my god, I have to cough. Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was fun to, you know, return to the scene of the crime with the evidence, so to speak, with the baby, you know.
Did you stay at the Frontenac?
Yeah, we stayed.
I missed my chance. It was just like me. It was like I was with like a bunch of friends taking a road trip in French Canada.
Yeah.
And it was like $150 too expensive. Just kind of bummed out I couldn't stay. The tour was really nice though.
Yeah, it's cool. It's one of those like old things where you're looking at this going like, what was this supposed to be originally? and the history of it is like, actually it was built to be a hotel from the jump. It was just a castle style hotel, but they always planned it to be that way, which you kind of go, oh yeah, we're not living in Europe where there's like an old lord's manor that got repurposed. It's like, no, there's just a big building that they wanted, you know, customers right away.
The whole old city in Quebec City feels pretty fucking European, though.
It is,
like,
yeah.
Those walls are just those. I don't know. At Christmas, when everything's covered in snow, it was too much. It was too nice.
Hell yeah. No, so that's the thing. So Quebec City and parts of Montreal are kind of like that, where it's like the old town, and the bricks are cobblestone, and you know, people are still kind of like, yeah, old style houses, and they keep the construction unupdated because they want it to kind of resemble the way it used to and stuff. It's cool, although it's every time there's like a fire that happens or something that breaks out, it's bad because that shit is, it's up to code, but it's just built to go up in flames because that's how things were back then, you know.
Also, every other building in Montreal being a 4-story walk-up is evil. I don't know if I could live in a walk-up. I don't know. No way.
Man, I used to live in Verdun, and Verdun has the most hostile, like, violent kill your grandma architecture of any place in the world I've ever seen, where they're all 2 or 3 story walk-ups, and they're all like, I don't know how to describe it, but like that slick steel spiral staircase.
Oh yeah. I fell on my ass on one of those when I was
and it's like, it's 4 or 5 months of the year, it's mandatorily covered in ice the whole way down, that you can't get it off. It's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just slide down on a fucking pillow or something.
I mean, the moving companies have like gotten used to and figured out tech for like getting like pianos and beds up these insane spiral staircases and things like that. Like, they're really working for their money here for when you're moving. It's nuts.
They got special stair shoes or something. Like,
they're good at the angles and like sliding things along slightly, like halfway over the edge, or taking out a window and lifting it straight into the living room and putting the window back, you know. There's a
that's elaborate.
There's a lot, yeah. But no, it was very nice, and did enjoy that. And you know, also it was one of those things too where you're enjoying this very nice old building, very nice boardwalk, and like you're looking at the water and everything's cool, and then there's a statue here with, you know, Samuel de Champlain, this old person who's been named for streets and buildings, and we, you know, just like, don't pay too much attention to the plaque and what it says, where he's being praised for cleansing out the savages and just all kinds of fucked up shit like that, where you're just like, oh Jesus Christ, guys, please, you know. So that shit's wild, but you know, and it's there. But in any case, ultimately, yeah, just a nice little trip, and got to I was there it was my mom's 75th birthday, so we just got to celebrate that a little bit.
Oh, that's amazing.
Had a good time.
Hell yeah.
Played a couple things this week, didn't have a ton of time, but in 14 got to my level 50, which is
hell yeah,
really early, like crazy early.
6 sessions, I think. Yeah,
that road to 90 buff is gonna go, but you definitely don't fucking need it anymore, man. Like, you're already like.
That's right. You have the leveling buff from the server you're in, or whatever.
Yeah, so I jumped.
Oh, that's a thing. Huh.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They do that to get people to move servers sometimes.
Yeah, so I went on Cucullin, and apparently so many people had followed that they took the buff away.
You have gentrified Cucullin.
We have gentrified Cucullin.
Oh my God, the Ulster cycle's over.
So I have 90 days to enjoy it, and then it's gone. So yeah, it was cool while it lasted, certainly.
You just gotta finish it 90 days.
You succeeded.
Bro.
You succeeded in repopulating the server.
Yeah, you know, exactly.
They should thank you.
I mean, so like, yeah, I think it is kind of feel nuts to be like this far along and getting all these abilities on my character, and then every single main mission we do, I can't use half of them because they're just too far above the main quest's level.
That was I was having. I feeling that. Yeah.
That has been a problem since like 2016. Like it's been a problem since like the middle of Heaven's Word, where they want to make sure that all you need to do is the main story to level up to cap on your main guy, but it's actually a little too aggressive. And so you always end up in that thing. But with your road to 90 buff, it's way more intense than it's ever been.
And it's super.
I was at level cap for the expansion every time I hit it. Like every single time I was over leveled. It's kind of a bummer.
It's really weird too when we go into a place like, you know, I guess Totorak or one of the other dungeons, and they cap you in a way where I have half of my second rotation, but not the whole thing. You know?
So, oh my
Yeah,
god.
take away too many buttons.
It gets even
Once you start
worse
getting
when you're
to, like-
playing the higher level ones that weren't
Yeah.
built with lower level in mind at all.
Oh
like
my-
I can do
Oh.
my builder and I have nothing to spend it on.
Mhm.
Like I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah. For
okay.
Reaper, you don't have a cash out until like what, 60?
It's
Mhm.
so bad.
It's so bad. Yeah.
I'm hoping they're gonna fix that. In Next
Well,
Fest, they gave me a lot of hope that maybe they're just gonna scale people with the.
Well,
whole
for
thing.
FanFest, they specifically said that Mr.
sorry, yeah, that's what I
Prime
meant.
is making it so that every class will have a recognizable, complete
Mhm.
form of its rotation at 50. So
Mhm.
even if you get scaled down to 55 or 75 or whatever the fuck, you're still going to be playing your class. You're not going to get to the point where Woolie's at, where like I only have half my fucking AoE rotation, or
Yeah.
I'm missing the combo ender like Ecto deals with.
And I
I
mean,
have 3 buttons.
well, that's it. Like even on a like balance or whatever basic level, I like just even if I'm doing something that's really weak or ineffective, it's still you still want to be able to do what your character can do. It just feels bad to not have half of it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's real bad with Gunbuster. I've been
Black
annoyed by
Mage
it.
Is so
Oh, yeah.
bad.
Black Mage gets
because
the worst of everybody.
It
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
got
yeah?
like you'd think like for all the base classes they're like, oh yeah, there's like these fundamental ways that they're supposed to be played. And if you play Black Mage at level 50, you're like, okay, it's all about doing fire 1, and then you get Firestarter procs sometimes, and then you do that. But then they actually locked in and decided, no, we're going to make the class fun when it came to Heaven's Word. So the real spammable ability and the real core of the class, you don't even get until the first expansion, which is like so misleading to players who are picking it up when they're like playing the game for the first time. And it's just, it leads to this problem that Mint kind of encountered early on when we were playing 14, and she was like, oh boy, so I just did the Hall of the Novice, and I can't wait to start using
I do
stun
love
abilities
interrupts,
and
yeah.
silences and interrupting
It all
bosses,
matters
and
clearly.
it's all gonna be so important. I was like, oh yeah, you will literally never press those buttons in any content that matters.
Nope, never
Yeah,
have.
no. The Hall of the Novice was built like 8 years ago, and so a bunch of the advice is now horribly out of date.
Yeah, a
That's
lot
so
of like
weird.
That's
there's so much
dumb.
disparity in like the tutorialization in that game. Like there's things that were clearly made when the original version came out, things that were
Yes.
made like 5 years ago, and it was weird. It was
Yeah, so
weird.
like
When it was
like,
more based on
Tahina's-
World of Warcraft interrupts and stuff.
Yeah.
Tahina's
And they
point,
just
like the
ditched
Black Mage rotation and like the core of the class changes every 10 levels. Like it's currently 5 different classes.
Yes.
okay.
It's
So this
Oh.
update is long overdue.
It's very
Yes,
long overdue.
yes.
I remember watching what was it, a fan fest, or it was a live letter for like Endwalker? I think it was for Endwalker, when people were like, when are class changes? And they'll be like, the expansion after the next one. And you were like, are you fucking you're like, I brought this up when we were talking about like Riot patching to XKO and stuff like that. And I described like, yeah, FF14 will tell you not in 2 years, maybe in 4 years will change the thing you're
That's
complaining
a fake
about
amount
right
of
now.
time.
It's
That's
crazy.
nonsense.
It's
That's
legitimately
not real. 4
nuts.
years
So, yeah.
never pass.
It is very, very long time coming to just do a total overhaul of every job in the game.
Yeah, no, I think like that specific thing mentioned earlier of like building up a resource that you cannot use, that would drive me
Yeah.
insane. I
Oh
would
my
lose
God.
my mind.
It doesn't
It-
even give you the resource when
so
you're pushing
bad.
the buttons,
It's
so
so
you don't
bad.
like see the bar go up. But I know what it's supposed to be doing.
It's-
and
so
I'm
it's
just
the
like, why
fact-
am I even
the
pushing these
fact
buttons?
that Reaper is a builder spender, and you don't even know that until you get to like level 60 is fucking crazy.
Well, you get it way later, so you
So
never play it from like level 1.
It's so bad. Like literally, classes are like when they are adding a class to the game, like Red Mage, for example, they are like, okay, you start Red Mage at level 50 because that's like the level we're starting it at for Stormblood, the expansion that came out like 10 years ago or whatever now. And for it to make sense, it's a complete class. So we're going to make it make sense between levels 50 to 70. And then at level 70, it's going to be its complete thing, a complete iteration. We're going to build on like the ideas behind this kit. And then they just do not acknowledge when you get level synced to go to Totorak as a fucking Red Mage at level 26. And you're like, I guess you can just use like Jolt and maybe you can do Ver Arrow.
I recently leveled Viper, which is the latest DPS class to be added to the game. It starts at level 80.
Yeah.
When you get synced down to Heaven's Word and below, you have 2 buttons.
Oh my god.
For every encounter.
Oh my god.
Because Reaper is like kind of a prototype. Viper is a prototype of like the of Mr. Prime's like new system where he wanted to massively cut down on buttons, and so you hit a button and it turns into another button and it saves a lot of space. But it was still built under the old system. So when you get synced down, it is actually 2 buttons. And because of the way the math works, the later classes when they get synced down to old content are crazy strong because their buttons aren't accommodating the fact that there's only 1 or 2 and their rotation doesn't exist. So like every time new classes come out, they become disproportionately overpowered in old stuff.
This is so crazy.
Pictomancer. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I'm just thinking it's just so interesting to see this because like you know, to bring the fighting game analogy in here, when something is like made with only the people that are up to date and experts in mind, the onboarding process is usually one where all the tools are there, they're just really overwhelming to get used to, right?
Yeah.
But this is the opposite, where it's actually like, no, the beginning process here, you don't have any tools, you have nothing. There's nothing to play. You know?
So like, for example, when I played through A Realm Reborn, Woolie, I played through as warrior, and when I got to like level 35, I had most of my fucking kit because the game only went up to 50. Right? There were only like 2 abilities I was missing to really like lock in. And now that process has been expanded out to like 70. So their solution is, well, we're gonna make experience super fast so that you're just gonna fly through that shit. But now there's so much that flying through that shit still takes like 6 months. The only benefit to this is that as you play through the expansions in a row, like that's one sequential gigantic game, you can really fucking feel like, oh wow, this is a massive improvement over the last one, because they're all just equals to one another.
So well, I'm almost getting the impression that it's like, if you are curious about a job or something to switch up to, like there's almost like a predetermined time you should make that switch.
Yeah, right when it comes out.
Yeah, and don't try anything before that. Stay with what you're doing, and then now's the time to become whatever, you know?
Right when it comes out, because that's the most complete it'll ever be. It'll start at that complete. You'll be using it in content that's complete. Like when I picked up Samurai, it was level 50, and it was incredible. And now, if you were to pick up Samurai at 50 and go through it, you'd run into the same problem you have with Monk. Though Monk specifically, I think, is the most complete class in the game at 50. It is the closest to what it is at the end. And I think that is because Mr. Prime designed it as the test of getting your kit at 50. Of like, you have your whole thing and then you just add on to it.
I'm seeing.
You could also change classes like every expansion and then skip the awkwardness. I did that a little bit.
Does Mr. Prime have a human name? Who is Mr. Prime?
Let me look it up.
Yeah, it's
they nicknamed him Mr. Prime. No, I don't want an Amazon marketing agency and management.
Is John Meteor canonically changing classes and jobs every expansion?
Yes.
He was he was an archer in 1.0. He's a warrior, as you can see in the CG cutscene in 2.0. And then in every CG cutscene afterwards, he changes a job.
I see.
Like he's going to be Reaper for Evercold. What is this guy's name? Even the thread that I pulled up. Apparently it's Let me click on this.
I'm
It
hoping that
is-
means they're really proud of what they did to Reaper and that I like it.
I don't know.
I
The
hope so.
evolved combat system.
I hope that-
I'm looking
well,
forward to that.
So don't get too excited because Stormblood was supposed to be Monk's expansion, and Monk was terrible during Stormblood.
It was
Well,
so ass.
Endwalker was Reaper's expansion. It really was. The fights made sense with it.
I would
The leveling
I would
made
go so
sense
far
with
as to
it.
say that Stormblood, in terms of like what they assigned to Warrior of Light, was very accurate to how the expansion was, which was that
You're
they were like,
completely right.
guys, it's gonna be the Monk expansion. It's the Monk time, guys. Alamigo, right? But then it just got overshadowed by Kugane and Weeb shit because of course it did, right?
And yeah, and
love the
Samurai was
weeb
the
shit. I
same. It
love
was the
that
same
shit.
role as Monk, where it's a melee DPS that's the selfish DPS, but Samurai was stronger and more fun to play.
Yeah, and Wool was also a samurai as well in the trailer.
Mr. Prime's name is Hikaru Tanaka.
okay.
Saw people saying that Samurai under 50 sucks.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
that's
bad.
Yeah,
Well,
It
that's-
has
well,
the
it
same
starts
problem
at
we've been
50,
describing,
right?
where they
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I don't
Feels
even
a
think
lot like Black Mage, but in melee.
you don't even get your like third hit of your combo, I think, until like level 50 as a samurai, which is crazy, by the way.
Okay. All right, I will set my expectations accordingly then. Jesus.
So here's the way that it works, right? So you're pretty deep into it. Once you hit the snow area, the story will start to pick up and become significantly more interesting. And once you hit once you hit like 2.4, once you hit 2.4, and when there's like the Nabrialis trial and stuff like that, then the idea is that the actual narrative is going to hook you enough that you'll like, oh, I just need to see what's going to happen next.
Okay.
And then that beelines your shit until you start hitting harder encounters. The other thing is that once you hit 50, you can do extreme trials, which means you can do a bunch of like genuinely very difficult and fun fights for cool rewards.
Okay. I see.
Gotta
I
do the
see.
binding coil of Bahamut. We did
Yeah.
We
Binding
did the
coil
first
would
one.
would be cool.
9, I forget.
I
It was
ran
so much fun.
I ran Mint and Ecto through Binding Coil synced, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
doing T9, even with like the improved gear score that you get for
It's
doing
still
your
it's
level
still
6 stuff,
real.
it was hard. It took us like
Those
a couple of
dive
streams, like
bombs,
8
those
hours or
fucking
something.
dive
She was
bombs.
also raid calling.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Through
so good at it. I
stream
love
delay.
it. I love it.
Everybody in our group was watching stream, just like trying to like you could see when people had like a 5-second delay because they would all of a
Yes.
sudden
Because we
sprint
got
like
our
a second
chatters
second.
in there, we didn't have them in a Discord call, so they were going off of like calls where it was like 5 seconds delay.
Wait, you were doing
could-
like call outs on stream, but they had to listen to the
It
stream
was
delay?
getting to a point
Yes,
where
they
if we continued like that, we were gonna make a throwaway Discord where nobody
Yes.
could talk but us.
Yeah,
because
that-
it
you
was
should
so
probably have done
fucking
that.
hard.
we could
Well, we
still
haven't
do
done
that.
I would
it
love to do
since,
that,
I
honestly.
don't think.
So the
I would
thing
love to
is,
get back to it.
Hina, you remember
Mhm.
this, I'm sure, because T5 to Twintania?
Mm.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Twintania's dive bombs used to be like really
Oh,
bad for
yeah.
latency
Yes,
back in a
specifically.
Realm Reborn.
And
It
twisters
was
were
still
also
not great when we
impossible
did
for
it.
Yeah.
literally when twisters first came out as a mechanic, people were convinced that it was impossible because the inherent latency on the server, just baseline, was so high it was practically impossible to execute.
Woolly Twisters is it puts like an AoE under your feet and you have like a couple of seconds before it goes off.
It's
Okay.
so fast.
you have to constantly be moving
Okay.
Yeah.
so that it doesn't go off. But since you have 8 people, you don't want to overlap on anybody else's because it'll kill you.
Okay.
But the latency was so bad that you'd be like, I have 2 seconds until it went off on my fucking feet. What the hell? And you would just die.
Okay.
And that was a problem with Heavensward as well, where there'd be Hina, did you do Heavensward on release?
I did. Yes.
Do you remember fucking 3.3 tethers?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So there was a
Oh
tether
my
mechanic
gosh.
where somebody would grab the tether and they'd be getting a stacking debuff, and then somebody would have to swap in with them by running through the energy tether,
Oh no.
and it just wouldn't transfer sometimes
You'd
because
have to, like,
they were running into server
stand there
problems.
for a couple of seconds for it to transfer, and then by the time that the server ticks actually caught up, like one or more people would already be dead. It was
So that's when
ass.
I don't know what everybody else called it, but my static started to call it the latency shuffle, where if you had to pick up if you had to pick up a mark or a tether, you would go stand on it and then you would just wiggle back and forth, and you made sure to hit like a button so that it would be more likely to ping the fucking server and be like, I'm standing in the fucking thing. And Woolie, as you are probably suspecting, the reason why we are complaining about all this old latency stuff is because none of this shit was a problem in Japan.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like Final Fantasy 11. Okay.
Yep. We designed for our own internet where we have no issues, and if it works here, it works everywhere, right?
That's right.
No.
God damn it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, so for example, I tried out the Switch 2 version this morning that came out this morning.
How was that?
It's solid. I would never tell you to play it as your primary version because it like in main content it like hovers between 30 and 60 on docked, and it's locked 30 on handheld. But for like chilling and doing whatever that's not like a savage raid, like it's absolutely fine and
How's
pleasant.
it hold up under like the stress of like Limser or something?
It's locked 30.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. The other thing is that the game is currently dying right this morning. I was like, is my Wi-Fi fucking up? No, the server is crying because like hundreds of thousands of people just logged in on Switch.
A bunch of people really want to play it from their bed.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I think they're new
comfy.
people actually because it's just a huge amount of latency.
I can see a controller with a touchscreen being the optimal combo to play a game like this with.
Yeah, it could be really. I think when you get your Steam controller in the mail, you're going to really find a lot of use for that because of the built-in like trackpad.
But even just like, clicking on a window or just swiping something out of the way, pinching and zooming in on the map, stuff like that, and then just having the controller as like that just sounds like it would go hand in hand really well,
Yeah, people are saying there could be up to 500,000 new players this morning.
No shit. Wait, really?
Yeah, I mean, Japan has gone super fucking crazy for it.
A lot of those are not going to be US people.
Well, because I don't know if you guys saw, but on the Switch 2 store, the instant FF14 went up. It became the #2 selling game for the month, but it went up on like July 29th.
Oh,
pre-order.
Wow.
Oh,
That's shocking.
Like, no, it is popping on the Switch 2.
Okay. Yes.
Does it have touchscreen controls? Like,
yes, it does.
It is okay. So it is adapted to the Switch.
Yeah, your touchpad just becomes a digital mouse.
You can play it on your phone too, right?
Yeah.
There's a companion app. Yeah.
But yeah, so basically, as far as this goes, we think we left off just before Titan. I guess that's where I'm at.
Yeah, we're about to go to the naval and do Titan.
All right.
So,
and I will instruct when we create a party for Titan. You haven't been privy to this, Woolie, but if you die during Titan, I have explained that everyone in the encounter must kill themselves and wipe, so that you must deal with Titan's gimmick. You cannot be put on our backs and carried through.
Okay.
I don't expect it to be that difficult, but like the reality of doing Titan nowadays with new players is they die instantly and then finish the encounter on the floor, which is fucking miserable. That is a miserable way to get through an encounter.
Happened to me last time because I forgot. It's been so long.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Okay.